Did you know that 95% of your brain's activity happens completely below your awareness? This is your nervous system when it's running on autopilot, pure chaos. And the craziest part is, you didn't consciously create most of these patterns. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to spot these hidden programs, erase them from source, and install new neural pathways that actually serve you, all using quantum consciousness techniques that blend science with the power of your mind. I'll even teach you a quick 60-second method that you can use right now. Hi, I'm Dr. Amira Hall. I'm an energy psychologist, and for over 20 years now, I've helped professionals break free from invisible blocks to creating abundance and well-being using a blend of quantum physics and neuroscience. And today we're going to go deep on how this actually works. Now, most of us walk around with these invisible programs running our lives. It's like having software that you've never installed making all the decisions for you. So think about the last thing you tried to change about yourself. Maybe it was crushing anxiety or a bad habit. Maybe you were pursuing a goal and you just kept putting it off. How long did your efforts last before the old pattern kicked back in? A few days? A week? Sound familiar? Go ahead and type "yup" in the comments if you've been there. If you're tired of feeling stuck and you're ready for real changes, I'm offering a free 15-minute clarity call. This is only for people who are serious about transformation. Just go ahead and click the link in the description, grab your spot before they're gone. So here's what science tells us about those old patterns, that they're actually neural pathways in your brain. They're physical. And they're running whether you like it or not, whether you want them or not.
We cannot undo a negative thought pattern. We have to overwrite it with a new one. Your brain is 2.5 times more strongly wired to avoid risk than is to get a reward.
Wow.
And I've discovered this the hard way in my own life. But let me show you something that will blow your mind about who's really running the show. Let's try something fun. Your spirit loves to play and to imagine, so let's go ahead and do a real quick exercise. Go ahead and start by closing your eyes and just picture your dream car. Any car that makes you feel alive. Describe it. What color is it? Is it sleek or rugged? Is it old school or futuristic? What do the seats feel like? Now walk around this amazing car in your mind and open the driver's door. Are you sitting in the driver's seat, or is there someone else there? Maybe you're in the passenger seats instead. Or could you be in the back? Maybe you're not even in the car at all. This simple image tells you everything. Comment driver if you were behind the wheel. Comment passenger if you weren't. Your conscious mind should be the driver of your life, but your subconscious mind, well, that's the engine, the GPS, and even the roads. And if someone else is in the driver's seat, your parent or a boss, your fears, that's your subconscious programming taking over. You can grip the wheel all you want, but if the engine stalls every time you try and accelerate, you're going to stay stuck. And that's why most self-help fails, because it's all about better driving lessons when the real problem is under the hood. But here's the good news. You can actually change that right now. To do that, go ahead and close your eyes again. Let's imagine a golden light filling your car. And just use that golden light to clear off the windshield so that you can actually see ahead. And use that golden light to clear out the junk in the trunk. Now climb into the driver's seat and grab the wheel of your life. When you're driving, you cut through the chaos and find clarity. You become the observer of your experience instead of drowning in it. If this shifted something for you, go ahead and type "shifted" below, because this is just the beginning. Let me show you what happens when we go deeper. I worked with Carrie. She was an HR executive in the tech industry who had it all on paper. She had a great job. She had an impressive resume, working crazy long hours, but she felt invisible at work and her ideas got ignored. She kept getting passed over for promotions. She tried everything. Productivity hacks, speaking courses, assertiveness training, nothing stuck. And the real issue was fear of rejection from when she was 8 years old and her teacher mocked her science project in front of the class. This wasn't just a bad memory. It was neural pathways firing off every time she shared ideas at work and making her unconsciously undermine herself. And once we cleared the pattern and installed new programming, everything changed. Within weeks, she was leading meetings with confidence. And 2 months later, she got the promotion she wanted for years. Then there's Paul. He was a telecom engineer, and he had a different problem. He was great at the job, but he felt empty inside. And we discovered his entire career was chosen to make his parents happy. His thoughts were success equals pleasing others, and that was hardwired into his brain. And using quantum consciousness techniques, we erased the programming and installed patterns aligned with his authentic self. Just a few months later, he got hired to design games with a digital gaming company. That was something he always dreamed of, but he just never considered that it would ever be possible. So his income doubled, but more importantly, he finally felt like he was living his own life. Now, if you're someone that's skeptical about this quantum stuff, I get it. I was there too. But the results speak for themselves. And if you're like me, maybe you tried a lot of different modalities or approaches that never lasted. Just type, I've been there in the comments, because believe me, I'm someone who tried a gazillion different modalities before I created this. And this is one of the reasons I've continued it for over 2 decades, and why it continues to astound me with profound results for everybody that I work with. So here's how the quantum reprogramming actually works. First, we find the unconscious patterns that are creating your problems. Now, these got installed in your childhood, traumatic events, or even from generations back in your family.
A lot of the negative self-talk comes from where? It comes from the baggage that we carry from our childhoods. And this is what a lot of people don't appreciate.
And second, we use specific techniques to erase these patterns at the source. Not cover them up, but completely remove them. And third, we install new empowering patterns that support what you actually want, because nature hates a vacuum. If we just remove the bad stuff, something will fill that space, right? So better if it's something that you choose. And this works for all kinds of issues like career blocks or repeating relationship patterns, anxiety or stress or grief, sleep issues, creative blocks, or that feeling that something's holding you back. What makes this different is we're working both with the neural levels within your brain and the quantum field level at the same time. That makes the change faster and more permanent. Let me show you a quick technique that you can try right now. And this is a quantum reset. It just takes 60 seconds. Go ahead and put your hand on your heart and one on your forehead. And this connects the emotional center with your thinking brain. And go ahead and close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths. Imagine a golden light flowing between your hands and ask yourself, what pattern are you ready to release right now? And you may see a pattern of light, you may see shapes. Maybe this thought comes into your mind. On your next exhale, watch it completely dissolve. And now imagine a new positive pattern taking place as a bright, vibrant energy. Now this works because it combines your physical touch, making it real and tangible, your focused attention, and the quantum intention all at once. Try it, feel it. And I'd love to hear if you felt that. Comment below. And now here's the process that I promised you and how to spot and clear these hidden programs running in the background. Number 1 is awareness, spotting these patterns keeping you stuck. What beliefs or fears keep showing up? Quantum clearing. Using techniques like this one I just showed you, we dissolve these patterns. 3, neural programming. We're installing new empowering patterns that support your new goals. And when you do this consistently, 2 big things happen. You're going to feel immediate relief as these old triggers stop firing off. It feels like the weight lifting off your shoulders. Many clients tell me consistently they feel lighter. And you'll create lasting change with these new neural pathways as they form, making success your default setting instead of something that you have to fight for. Now, this approach gives you the best of both worlds. Practical techniques based on science, but working with the quantum level where real transformation happens. Remember this? Your mind can return to this clear, calm state naturally. You have a choice right now. Keep managing symptoms while the real causes stay hidden, or address these patterns at their sources and experience true freedom. Your consciousness is way more powerful than you think, and when you harness it at the quantum level, everything changes. So if you're ready to take the driver's seat in your life, don't forget about that no-cost clarity call. The link's in the description below. And if this video spoke to you, go ahead and subscribe. I don't want you to miss any upcoming videos. And I can't wait to help you transform your patterns so that you can claim the life that you deserve.
What if you could completely change your life and your career in just 10 weeks? This is the real deal.
I was just in a holding pattern. I was living my life. So to the potential, I knew I could live it. I was hiding from the world. I was a little stuck in that sort of like rinse and repeat pattern.
I was about to lose everything.
I was just totally immobilized and had a lot of anxiety and depression.
I was depressed. I didn't want to even partake in anything.
I was feeling stuck. I didn't know where to turn.
I just thought I was going to get a job. You and I started doing the inner work. That's when I think the real work began. And that was something totally different than I had ever experienced.
I was in such a transition period. After the first session, I felt so relieved, like just a weight taken off of me.
My attitude has improved greatly. I am not procrastinating like I was. I'm happier. I like my job again. I've had a company reach out to me. It just come out of the blue. I've had a recruiter reach out for a job. It went from, what am I going to do, to, okay, which one am I going to pick?
The job that I wanted just popped out. Everything happened so quickly, and the job was mine within 2 weeks.
All the work went away. And then all of a sudden, just millions in contracts have been coming in, which is pretty crazy.
Now there's bidding wars with some employers over me trying to get me to work for them. I'm just so excited.
I ended up getting 3 job offers. I put my house up for sale, and an offer came in 2 days later for $15,000 more than what we listed it for. It's just been an incredible journey.
Out of the blue is literally my dream job with huge increase in salary.
Now I am the Senior Vice President and Global Head of the Salesforce practice. What I invested in myself is actually a 5,000% return, doubled my income.
My life did a complete turnaround 180 degrees. I started making the best money I've made in my life. I became a happier person.
It's been so amazing. It's just life-changing.
When I look at where I was when I started and where I am now, I'm a different person. I feel like I'm finally being the authentic me for the first time, maybe even ever, without fear and with confidence. And you can't put a price point on something like that. You just can't.
I've seen a huge change in myself in terms of stepping into my power, being way more confident, and loving myself in a way that I did not.
This is the most valuable thing that I have learned in my lifetime. This is an opportunity that's been presented to you for a reason. This is a must do.
I want to encourage you to take the opportunity to work with her, because wow, you will have your own experiential journey that will blow your mind. It's just life-changing.